Alrighty then. Give me a second while I pin some massages.
Late.
Sorry. I'm so late. Or so big. Stream element spot running robot face. Yes, no, maybe. Sorry, Savala. Oh, man. Please work. Of course it doesn't. Let me try logging out and logging back in again. Okay, go to CloudBot. Activate CloudBot. Again, it's doing the force inactive thing. Oh well. Time to show my face at least. Hello folks, it's me, I'm Big and I'm back. We're live or sideways today. So that I could save myself for the physio this afternoon. But yeah, not doing particularly well. I've been putting on a fair bit of weight. So hopefully, well, let's see if this works. Please work now. Finally.
At Biggie's Let's Plays, you successfully redeemed Bonk for 10 LP.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Finally, got it working on the tubes now. Right, so with that, let's go ahead and check out our member screen to say thank you to our members. Ipilux, Mana Double, and Rafa Vigachapa Technon, I'm Islam for being members at the time of streaming, getting to watch vids early, get some cool badges and emojis and stuff. If you want to support my channel in that other way, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more. Click on the bell to get notified when I go live, and we'll see if the Trader of the Rogues are working. It is not working. Great. Man, how do I say this? I feel a little bored, but just a little. I probably need to recover very much from dopamine addiction. I think that's the new buzzword, isn't it? Oh no, I'm not dopamine addicted. Yeah. And okay, that's good enough for now. I spent the entire morning trying to get the overlay to work, like ChatGPT to do the correct thing and get the overlay to work, but it's kept regenerating the wrong thing that I want. So I've just got frustrated. Yeah, and I just said, nope, I'm done. But let me see if there's anything else I could do with this overlay that I have. I could spend some time some more time fixing the overlay that I've gotten, but I think that's gonna be a poor choice for a stream. Oh well, let's just keep playing Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader, I hardly knew her. Okay, so let's have a look. Where are we? Rykard Majoris. We've already been here. I wonder what happens if we jump into the unidentified void ship here. Okay, what have we here, Lord Captain? This is not very noticeable, but there's a void ship sitting in the local asteroid field. Quiet, like it's huddled up there on purpose. It's not like I'm surprised. The thing has more scrap heap than ship at this point. Somebody sure went to town on it, registering critical damage on the hull and decompressurization of several compartments. Oh, there's an incoming transmission now too. Hear us. Do not require assistance. Pete, do not require assistance. Copy. Keep following the path. Emperor protects. Okay, so we hear Emperor protects. So they're on the side of the Imperium. So, Lord Captain, I'm told that the augurs. Give me a second while I have a look at my Twitch window.
Test.
It's working fine. But for some odd reason, the Streamlabs thing isn't showing up. Okay. Alright, Lord Captain, I'm told the augurs cannot determine the allegiance of the vessel. We hear the Emperor attacks. To be brief, there is an unidentified and badly damaged vessel within an asteroid field near the Rykard affiliate colony that is refusing to help. That is refusing help, which is not to put the fine point on it. Sanjay offered them. So, let's identify the ship first. Connections established. Unknown vessel. We're receiving you. Identify yourselves. I repeat, identify yourselves. Do not tell. Tell him we're done for. Okay. This is Thunderfang. We are a merchant vessel. Do you copy? We're a private merchant vessel. Merchant vessel. Of course they are. Damn, my stupid head. Where did I hear this name before? Thunderfang. Damage report on the unknown vessel. Telemetry shows the multiple hull breaches, most likely caused by the guns of a combat ship. Several compartments are leaking air, which has almost been completely obliterated. 2 of the engines are critically damaged. Somehow, somebody gave them a thrashing so solid that they barely managed to limp away. Thunderfang, why can we not identify you? Why? I don't know. What if? Certainly not. Okay. Our vessel is badly damaged. Damage is preventing correct identification. Require merchant vessel. Thunderfang does not require aid. What happened to you? Some chuckle bitterly. Another swears with some sort of foul expletive. Yet another hisses furiously. Right. We were just flying, minding our own business. Okay. You sound sus. So much. Straight out of the blue and open fire. Miracle. We could get away. Emperor protected and more fire. Who? Void only knows roasted our tail. Bombed everything. The folks are left without our help. We never got to them. I highly recommend the truth this time. Yep. Happy now? What have you done? It's too late now. We are from the fellow of the void. We did not come here to loot, on a different business, to help our own out of jail. Do not hurt least, we already had our Kronos cleaned. How about striking a deal? Our hold is full of plunder, goods. Alright, in case you're unaware, Lord Captain, the Fellowship of the Void is the disorderly assembly of several dozen pirate factions in the Kronos Expanse. They consider themselves above regular heretics solely because they sometimes have vox conversations with those whom they are about to board. Were it up to me, I would make them eat a salvo from the macro cannons to shake the scum loose from the decks. They certainly deserve it. Oh, wow. I would wait on destroying the vessel if I were you, although the moral aspects of their livelihood do sometimes, some awkward questions. The Fellowship of the Void remains a major supplier of the goods of the local market. Perhaps you will find dealing with them acceptable, especially in a situation where performing a warp jump is impossible. Damn it. I want to avoid dealing with these guys, right? I have a sneaking suspicion that these guys will just be problematic. Gotta keep following the old course. Do we have a commercial exchange? Flamer, I hardly know her. And there's the thing, we have so much profit factor that we could very well get some items when where it targets an ally with the bring it down ability for the first time. In combat, the ally gains additional action point. That's a lot of actions. Flak chestplate. Wearing this armor will dodge 80% of average enemy attacks. Fire grenade. The retro B. That's a improved weapon, if I saw one. Great sword. It is a two-handed melee weapon. Oh, this is two-handed with a brutal strike. Okay. Pneumo boots. Charge ability costs -1 AP or less. There's just so much good stuff here. A Mars pattern that one-handed melee weapon. Soul pattern chain sword. Power maul. Okay. Right, let's go and have a look if we could increase our reputation to 3. Let's go heretic trophies and Xeno artifacts. You don't have anything in particular in those lines, right? Okay. We have a couple of armor kits. Ship components and jewelry. Could we sort by type? There we go. So we have fuel. We don't have enough mechanical Ship components is something they like, so we could sell one set of ship components. 650. We have ranged weaponry. We can get rid of some. Up 950. Some melee weaponry. 1250. Let's get rid of one armor kit, I think. Trade. Okay, so we have a chance to get up to 250, another 500. Let's go 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Now we can get up to 45k if we so wish, but let's go ahead and have a look at our tradings. Let's grab ourselves some heavy armor. Camouflage robe. What do you do? Ranged attacks decrease the target's dodge. Does not stack. Okay. Some melta charge. Got to sell some force granadas. What is this War World Origin thing? Dodge 25%. Base armor opportunity, percent dodge against melee attacks. Stalker gloves. This is range attack hits enemy where it has a 5% chance to crit. Kids is nice. There's this noise suppression helmet. Increased resolve. We got an auto gun. We got ourselves a power maul as well. And a Saw pattern chainsword. There we go. Accept. Next up, we have this Veil Rinder. Crit. With this sword, increases Veil degradation. Let's grab some of these bombas. Reaper Cape. Increased dodge. And here's a pattern axe. Causes bleeding. But we might want to get the great sword eventually. Metal of Alacrity is also interesting. Okay. I am not a fan of this. It does feel like we might get a something better eventually. Like I don't think it's worth the trading away our items. Let's go to Rykard Philia instead. Go to the Prison Planetoid. I want to see if we could re-roll. I'm not sure if there's actually a re-roll option. We have a void ship management. Do we have something we could add? No component available. We have an hull upgrade. Oh, I think this is probably going to be used later in game somewhere. I guess we're not doing this right now. And back to the bridge briefly. Yeah, no one's actually watching me play this at all. I'm just tempted to play a different game. Hope your Saturdays are doing well, people. Might switch over to Super Robot Wars or something. And remind me, what do I do? Know what you think of your fellow crew members. Are in need of training. Oh, we do have a the cost of future resets will increase. So how much is this? Profit factor. Oh. I see. So the cost of reset are profit factors. Let me see if I could reset Pascal. Right, so Pascal is forced to go and analyze enemies, tech use, and expose weakness. Passive learning apparently distributes the same number of exploits when using analyze enemies. Amongst all enemies in the tensile radius around the operative. At the start of each of the operative's subsequent turns, they distribute half as many exploits to enemies in a 2-cell radius. Okay. Like I said, intelligence. And we're gonna go... Common trait. Okay, we're not gonna use Steel of the Forge here. Pinnacle of Weaponry. Not with any plasma, melta, or power. Okay. Yeah, let's see your inventory. So as a two-handed weapon, melee, light, 35 armor penetration, causes bleeding, grants bonus to weapon skill. He said arc. We've switched you up with an arc rifle, which is an exotic weapon. Basic Medicae skill we could use, but we're gonna actually pick one of these maybe. Forge World can use persuasion based on intelligence. Nope. Fires of the Forge. Deflection against burning effect and flame weapons. Plus 10% bonus to the chance to dodge and dodge to hit chance and dodge reduction. They hit with a single target attack. Pinnacle of weaponry. Okay, plasma melter or power. Acceleration protocols is the movement. Okay. Exposing communion. Okay, let's go next. And we can go either fresh target, attacks an enemy that is at full wounds. Instant exposure, exposed weakness cause 0 XP. More intelligence. We're gonna go with joint analysis and more tech use. Next up is weak body, weak soul, or maybe tide of excellence. Okay. And we're gonna go with maybe close-up protocol.
Just had to kill a ton of bugs.
Ooh, dear. The Asmon gold thing.
Sucks for
move.
them I had reach.
Oh. Silvala being a spooter. Well, here's one thing. Shelob not having reach is insane. You know, from the Magic the Gathering Lord of the Rings set. Okay. The target provokes an attack opportunity whenever it attacks, so I like this. Okay, so we go now with Logique.
A spider not having reach. The designers on that set need to be fired.
Yep, definitely. Let's go weapon skill. Now we go with the common talent. Maybe Medicaid.
I've been getting jump skilled by China scam ads.
Hooray. This is
Scared asterisk.
critical knowledge. Allies gaining armor. No, let's go with precise attack. And I want to add a bit of Medicaid skill here. Let's see if we have advanced Medicaid of some sort. Hooray! Plus 13 Medicaid. The character can also reroll fails of skill tests. Plus 1 attempt for each test. We're gonna go with weapon skill. And now we're forced to maybe pick perception. How well a character perceives their surroundings. Characters with high perception and pick out stray bolter shell casting between the day-to-day embarrassment of the Underhive.
Just blocked an ad for Starlink. Take that, Musk.
Hooray! Thank you for watching them ads and giving me a sliver of money. Describes how well a character perceives their surroundings. Affects the awareness skill. Reduce enemy dodge chance against the character's attacks. I think we'll need to add a little bit. Well, you know what? I haven't had a problem with accuracy at all. So the other thing you'll probably want to do is ballistics. Just in case. Flyers.
Oh no, the ad that went on your stream was the China ad.
Oh no. Characters are gaining a stack bonus on critical hits.
This was a banner.
Characters gain a stacking plus 10% bonus to hit chance against any target they hit with a single target attack. Successful critical hits from a single target attack.
I don't. What's worse? China ads or Musk?
Musky Chinese ads. Exposing communion. Gains bonuses against enemies under the effect of machine spirit communion.
No asterisk.
As if those enemies have 2 more stacks of exploit. Filtering protocols. Uses plasma or melta weapons the first time in a round. Gain plus 1 LP. 1 plus 1 attack points. Machine spirit communion applies 1 stack of exploit on all affected enemies. Some sort of movement protocol is nice. Overcharge protocol. Plasma and Melta. Plus 23% dodge reduction with melee weapons. Increase the perception by 10. Check use and demolition by 10. Wow. Okay. Alright, that's everything so far. Oh, well, Savala, how do you feel about me doing some Magic the Gathering content for a change, or some other content. I mean, it's like right now I'm having trouble because I am feeling, under the weather, or basically I'm feeling bored. The Gundam game is fun, but then it doesn't. There's not a lot to do with the game. The other thing we could do is what's another thing I could do? Okay, here we are on the prison planet. And of course we jump right in. And there are some goodies we could grab. Grab them by the goodies. Therefore follow.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Data meditation is terminated. Calculating optimal route.
Come in, escort. This is Captain Valkyrie. Escort, please come in. Oh, hi, Pilot Raquel. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are you reinforcements? Saint's Teeth. I thought you'd never come. That's what she said. Abelard. Proper way of addressing her sovereign. Okay. I am Rogue Trader Ambiguous von Valanches. Now introduce yourself. At once, sir. Captain Raquel Vicari, servant of House Winterscale and the pilot of the shuttle. It is an honor to be to greet His Lordship von Valanches. So tell me about this planetoid. Well, settlement Cadifili as a penal colony. The prisoners work in the mines at the Doom quarries. They mine sulfur, comrade, and salt, and then they melt it down. A rather nondescript place, so it was prior to the events. So what happened here? There's been a prison riot at the planetoid. Yeah, sadly, it's been led by the prison warden himself. The Honorable Anathagon Casteglia. He has allied himself with the rabble.
Why isn't my stuff sending MI in the past? Or is it the copyrighted Bare Naked Lattice lyrics?
Okay. My stuff sending MI. Okay. That's really weird. Let me just go check on the chat. See if there's been any auto modding. It's really weird. I think, yeah. Chickadee China, Chinese chicken, you have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking. Yeah. I think it's just the lyrics being kind of sus. Or if you're going to play Magic, which game would you play? Is that the RPG one? I would try to play the RPG one. I shudder at the thought of loading up and playing MTG Arena. But I may need to do the most
Arena.
Yeah. I might need to actually do the most despicable thing I could think of, because it has to do with my employment. Because I'm getting employed by I'm getting scouted by a certain
Would probably
company.
be hard. You may get timed out for taking too long.
I might not. I'm fine. You know what? I just play mono red or something. I know you're gonna get it. I'm gonna get you out of that, but yeah, that's something. But I might need to do something even worse, because currently I am being scouted by a certain company to work on their translation. And if that's the case, then I might need to be forced to, go to that do that company's. Just give me a second. Move this. Undo that. Remove this. Remove this. Yeah, I'm getting scouted by a certain company that I might need to play their card game for research more than anything. Came here as a shuttle pilot along with the Honorable Yvain Winterscale, a son of Caglios Winterscale, rogue trader, vanquisher of Xenos, forever triumphant over the enemies of humanity. So is the warden himself spearheading the riot? Yes. No one expects this. Master Caglios, a nobleman from a respected governing house and vassal House Winterscale, all of a sudden he proclaimed that Rykard Filia was now a personal domain, and that the prisoners were his subjects. He would never bow to anyone again. But just heresy.
Research.
Yeah, quote unquote research. Why would you, Winterscale, have felt the need to parley with the dissidents? Looking forward to a diet of sand and grave. Yeah. So what's the point of doing all that? Okay, well, young Winterscale have felt the need to parley with the dissidents. Is it a personal matter? Master Castigalia, Sidious wandered its lot of events world. Oh no, not childhood friends. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, and so he rushed here without delay, also bringing his old friend to his senses, no doubt. The first Winterscale in my memory who was first to talk first rather than shoot and slash. Hooray! Young Lord Winterscale is not his father's shadow. If he is determined to save his friend, he won't back down. I pray to the throne that he is still alive and well. He's been gone for such a long time. I really don't like this place. Okay, so Theobald executed his wife and only son from mere suspicion of the treason against House Orostelio. So why did the noble Yvain rush to save someone who had betrayed his house? Did the bonds of friendship give one the right to make an inexcusable mistake? Prison riot connected to the planetary rebellion. Warden Castalia learned about the rebellion on Rykard Minoris and decided to use the stage to his advantage. I can't say for certain. Perhaps no one can. Governor Medine has always preferred to shoot rebels rather than inquire about their motives and connections. Anything else I should be appeased before I set out? Some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. Don't know how many of the given. I don't know how many, but given that the only way to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your lordship. Lord Winterscale's guards mind the entrance so the rebellion couldn't get to the shuttle. No more questions. Excuse yourself. Yeah. Your lordship, if I have a minute of your time, I wouldn't ever have dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but situation in any case, have you been to capital of Rykard Minoris yet? To know if a man you saw of communications offer, sir, the name of Jaspar. Okay. You need not worry. Jaspar is silent. Is alive. You can't imagine how much you need to hear that. Thank you. With desperation in her eyes, she is exhausted, frightened, and wishes to off this planetoid. All right, let's go ahead and somebody disarm.
The machine god grants me insight.
Okay.
Knowledge is eternal.
Oh, I probably want to switch formation. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Abelard in front. I should be in the back. Here's fine. Abelard and Pascal in front. Or this. Actually, this looks fine. This is exactly how I want to set things up. With the uneditable formation. Guard post. It's vacant for a long time. Layer of dust on the every surface.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Wait, build a bridge? Is that like build a bear? Heading to the barracks.
Let us see what I found.
Okay.
Crimson is a good color for battle attire. Enemies will perceive no weakness, not even if you are bleeding.
Hooray.
My augmentations allow me to function effectively, even in the event of extensive blood loss. This is what should concern those who dare to stand against the servant of the Omnissiah in battle.
Ah. Okay. Remains of a meal, one far too lavish for even a hive world, let alone a prison colony. So some lavish meals. The string of names extend beneath the heading. Top quarry is a worker of the cycle.
None shall stand in my way.
I think who has the best demo?
I'm
You do.
restless. Pay attention.
Okay. Disarm the
Duty
trap, please.
prevails. Never doubt me.
Okay. That's everybody selected, right?
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
It's a bunch of things. There's some goods here. Right, let's actually read through this. Groxshite. Why me? Why? I missed my tithe payment 12 years ago. 12 years! The inspector writ got lost somewhere in the bowels of the planetary administratum and was lying there the whole time, but they made sure to remember to check on these fines every month. By the time they'd found the blasted paper and finally informed me, total sum was so obscene it would have taken 3 generations of my descendants, if I had any, to pay it off. My fate was sealed. Trial, sentence, prison. All because of my draft rotter who shoved my paper in the wrong box. Wow. That sounds like an administrative nightmare. To be fair, I got off pretty easy. My bed in the barracks is about as hard as a slab of rockcrete I've got at home. Working in the quarry isn't much tougher than my old job. And the rules, boy take me, the old sod that governs Rykard Minoris is a bloody sadist by comparison. Hooray! Prison being actually more humane than your current job situation. It's a strange old place. I haven't been beaten once yet. The guards bark orders all the time, but they never hit us. They also got this kind of inner circle of special chosen prisoners. The Optimatum, they call it. If you can get in, Emperor might be my witness. You also actually get a day off. They let you out of your cell and into the yard by the big barracks, and I tell you what, they let you rest there and feed you better than whatever swill they're giving us in the canteen. They told me it's to improve our motivation and all that, to foster a stronger desire to reform and become a worthy servant of the Imperium once more. But I know for what it is. It's just a club for the Warden's favorites. The same story of as everywhere else. Suck up to those in power and get some swanky perks. They said the whole thing was the Warden's idea. Funny man, our Warden. He looks more like a noble than a nobility than himself. Tall, groomed, teeth even, eyes burning, boots polished. You can even see yourself when you move to lick him. But that Nutters doesn't much want people licking his boots. He walks around looking for like he's deep in thought, all right. Which only a couple of guards is inside, and he sometimes, if you can believe it, talks to prisoners. What is your name? He asked them all, quiet like. Why are you condemned? Do you feel remorse? He never even yells at, nor does he doles rewards out to the special ones. Keeps telling us things like how we should strive for making society believe us again. Oh, an idealist for a warden. That's kind of nice. Kind of. Still in prison, though. Huh, whatever. Whatever you say, Master Warden. Starting tomorrow, I'll be trying to join these optimates of yours. I'm stuck here till the day I die, means no return to society for me. But with the Emperor's help, I might just join the ranks of the local elite. Hooray! Okay, just collect all. Let's slowly find our way through.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
All of
Wait.
you will bleed!
That's a random ambush, to say the least. Okay. Can they shoot us through the... Oh,
Chaos guides me.
they're gonna throw a granada. Okay, so you are prone. Okay. So we have extra turnsies and also a gaze. I'll see if my gaze actually does anything. Okay, we can't look through that side. So I'm gonna move to full cover here. Or yeah. Move to full cover here. And let's see how far my gaze could reach. Yeah, plenty of
Howdy.
how far. Yeah, hi Mana. Thanks for being here, buddy.
I am a navigator, not a servant. Witness the fury of House Orselio.
We just gave them a deadly stare. What was I in the middle of? Yeah, we're still just playing a Rogue Trader. And I'm just in the middle of discussing with Zavala whether if I should migrate to Magic the Gathering at a certain date. But I shudder at the thought of having to play MTG Arena. Wonder if our dashing attack is far enough.
Don't we have that cool MTG game you streamed a bit ago?
Yeah,
A
but
tactically sound
I wanted to
approach.
play MTG, but how do I say this? I wanted to.
That's not the Seneschal's job. I'd rather not. Someone else can do this. Victory is imminent.
I'll just howl at them.
I will do my
Moon.
duty.
Yep, let's taunt them a bit, and then endure.
Indeed.
Yeah, I could do a little bit of that MTG game for a little bit. It'll probably update with the Final Fantasy game as well. A Final Fantasy set as well. Did I? Yeah, I accidentally skipped a turn, didn't I?
Death to non-believers!
You could make your FF6 deck.
I'm going to dash into cover here,
Doubt is for the weak.
and I wonder how. I wonder why. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm gonna just shoot. I don't think I need to do a run and gun or furious recital.
Faith without deeds is work for you, my emperor!
Let's see how they respond
I'm gonna
to
move
this.
here. Let's go. You serve me, Abelard,
Already done.
and just use bring it down. Oh,
I don't have time for this.
do I have a snooper shoot? Try.
Suits my purposes.
Pew pew. And we'll go voice of command.
All too easy.
And give Sister Argenta an extra turn here.
As the emperor commands, I act.
That's the wrong button.
I'll do it.
Hooray! Dejid. I could use Heroic Act. Number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's rate of fire, minimum 2.
Death to the weak.
Right? Abelard, move here.
Follow my lead.
And I'm not sure which of these weapons are the best for you. Yeah, definitely this one. We'll just double slice. 2-hit KO. And
I'm not interested.
what do you mean target's too close? All right. I'm gonna charge over here.
It will be done.
Use my extra turnsies.
For Von Valancius.
I'm going to slice.
One fewer turn. At your beck and
And oh, forgot to use. You know what? I'm just gonna attack. Keep attacking. Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging.
I will do my reduce to dust.
Prison food, repulsive. Mineral optimates, the best among us. The list is faded, but the names are barely legible.
A new challenge for me.
Some of these items are probably, yeah. More goodies. Let's have a look at this. Another diary. Ha ha ha. I swear the Emperor hasn't forgotten me. Guess who just came down the shuttle gangway amongst the fresh prisoners? Cleansed and thrown damned Willa. Bigger Willa. Former administrative clerk. No, the clerk. The very same scum who lost the writ about the missing payment. He's the reason I'm in this hole. Don't know what they threw him in for, but I've never felt better in my life. So basically, a dude called IT Shan was thrown in prison because somebody forgot left his documentation for.
What's this about Igor Willa?
But yeah, IT Shan had this got thrown into prison because they, for some odd reason, just couldn't find a piece of documentation for 12 years. And once they found it, basically he owed 12 years of interest, and basically has was put into debt 3 generations worth of debt. So he couldn't pay it off, so he landed in prison. So he's actually having fun. Probably had some fun for this. But I've never felt better in my life. He's not just behind the same bars as me. It's fresh meat and on the venerable optimate, respected by everyone in the colony. Nice. The warden just came up with a new improvement. From now on, anyone who underperforms, misbehaves, or causes trouble in any way has to be punished by the community. Specifically by the local best and brightest. Yours truly, the Optimates. The last 2 sods who failed to meet the quota were stripped naked, whipped, and thrown into cages in the big barracks. That's where they have to eat, sleep, and crap now with everyone watching. I thought to myself then, this isn't right, but they've taken these punishments too far. But now, just as you wait, you piece of Grok's crap, I'll give you something, I'll get you for something. Those cages are calling your name. Hooray! Prison revenge. The best / worst kinds. Bare beds made from metal sheets. Swing over here for whatever. Rusted chains. Whoever is forced to sleep on them would not take much for them to fall.
Follow
Yeah.
my lead.
Beds here are bolted on the floor. Some have thin, torn bed sheets and even tattered pillows.
I feel my age when fighting alongside such young warriors.
Indeed. While I have my navigator skills to call upon, you are, statistically speaking, far more likely to perish in battle. Oh, I mean, that came out wrong.
Ah. It's just like okay, the
Sounds about right for the administratum. It's such a chaotic mess that the current Lord Commander of the Imperium, Robert Gilliman, wanted to self-terminate rather than tackle that bureaucratic mess.
Successful.
yeah. Ooh, did you hear? There was a new announcement by this very studio, Owlcat, and they're working on a Dark Heresy adaptation. So apparently, this is like for Rogue Trader table. This is based on Rogue Trader tabletop, right? The other tabletop is the one where you play as members of the Inquisition, which is Dark Heresy, I believe. So I guess that sounds fun.
This Explorator is blessed with
I'll lay claim to
multifunctionality.
the stars.
My brethren, the dawn is
Oh
nigh.
yes, I was gonna tell you about that. It's the same style of game. You can have an Ogryn companion.
Have a taste of my steel. Oh, great. Are they going to attack us? I've longed for this, my dear brethren. Oh. Thank the throne. Normal looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. Please don't shoot yet, nobleness. Let us speak a word. Well, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the looks of this is ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot. If we didn't want to riot or anything, baka. But well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join in all the festivities, so we had to, play along, but that's all it was. Play. We never meant to offend the Governor Medina nor the lawful authority of the House Winterscale. Give us a chance, huh? We just want to wait until everything blows over and go back to the cells and quietly do the rest of our time. Does the fact that these serfs, confined and therefore previously betrayed the trust of the Imperium servants, need to be vocalized? Or is it evident that the late
Oh,
persons...
we are also getting Mechanic too.
Oh, okay. That sounds cool. Initiated by the sacred mysteries of logic. The thing is, it's been a long time. There's been lots and lots of Warhammer games, right? But I like the fact that only now, recently, that it's come to the limelight. Like Space Marines 2. Space Marines was quite successful. This game is decent, and there's lots of old games. Oh, there was an old game, I'm not sure what it's called, where it was well praised for a retro game, but it's such a underrated IP, I feel. I didn't think it had the same thing with Magic the Gathering. The IP is decent, but it just never expanded. Well, I would say this series expanded much better than Wizards-based Magic the Gathering stuff ever did. Oh, to be fair, Dungeons and Dragons got Baldur's Gate, so I mean, yeah. A repentant, honest heretic. How novel. The one speech is modeled with colors that conceal his true darker hues. This old man has long history of lies, and he's using his wiles as well, but I see no foul corruption or ill intent of his words. Okay, tell me about the warden and the riot. Ha, well, sorry, your tongue talking about the heretic. He says, well, here's how it is. The warden of his, of this here prison, the Honorable Master Casteglia, was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things the proper way. Prayer, 1 meal a day, work, punched in the chompers from the guards, work again. But the new one, you know what his first decree was? He introduced lunches and dinners, by the Nine Devils. That 3 meals a day. That man was obviously stark raving mad. Things only went downhill from there. Oh no, we have an iconoclast.
Games Workshop likes to operate like they are still a mom and pop shop running out of a garage. The fact it took until now for them to realize how successful good games can be is testament to their backwardness.
There's that. Thinking about Games Workshop, one thing I'm not sure, but I did play the Talisman a couple of years ago, and it's a relatively interesting board game, but it is such a dated game by normal standards. Things only went downhill from here. The guards quit it with the teeth punching. The wardens forbade them. Instead, the overseer started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarry or swinging the pickaxes harder than whatnot. And then, would you believe it, put together a list of the best workers. And if someone on that list showed good behavior, that's what they promoted to an optimate. That's the upper crust among us jailbirds. Yeah, I read. Or that's how it was at first. Then the warden decided if it's the optimates, not the guards, who should be in charge of punishments. And that it wasn't the overseer's job to watch the prisoners work. It was the optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when these goody two-shoes really started to shine. The guards aren't even in the same league as our dear fellows, the optimates. In the old days, we had maybe 5 or 10 shifts kicking it a week. And now how we were lucky if it was only 50. Wow. Okay. So literally, this is just a whatchamacallit. Now this is a friggin' whatchamacallit, an interesting take on capitalism, isn't it? Or favoritism, more like, though. And it was even the end of it. Warden Castella moved out of his chambers to live right in the quarry, under the dome. And I think it was something in his new home really scrambled his brain. He began spouting the wildest things like the optimates are saints. Oh, okay. Who will behold the truth, and started taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned. The ones who did, you wouldn't recognize them. More beast than man. They were butchering people left and right, even the guards and the overseers. Oh, wow. Okay, so the warden himself had armed them. And there was the whole sob story. But he knew it from the moment he led us to dinner. Let us have dinners. Oh, this won't end well. What do I gain from sparing you? Whatever nobles are giving handouts to commoners, something always goes wrong. Wow, hooray. I mean, with all the respect, your lordship, no offense intended. Oh, you're just talking about the fact that... Oh, he's just referencing the fact that we actually handed down stuff to the commoners earlier. That's sneaky. If they spare you, what will I gain from it? Yeah. How can a lowly jailbird hope to thank your noble self? As I have an inkling, you see us here. Well, how should I put this? Different from the rest of the prisoners in this place. They're all petty thieves from Rykard Minoris, debtors, gutter snipes. And there's no one serious. Now we, your nobleness, are cut above different cloth. We're fortune seekers from the void. Oh no! Void. Okay, so they're pirates. Fortune seekers from the voids means they're pirates. Why do we tell you on Footfall? Where on Footfall Station, you know Footfall. The ones...
Yarhar.
Okay. The only shipyard, the best market in all of the Cronus Expanse, yes, so... Where on Footfall, you can find some very serious, business-minded people, and how you can get yourself a very special discount from the very special goods. Okay, well... Oh, do we deal with pirates? I don't know, we should. Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest pirate alliance of the Expanse. No leader, but there are terribly serious captains who decide that cutting each other's throats over loot was, counterproductive. But cutting throats together, that's anti-counterproductive. Hooray for double negatives. Fine, very well. joint efforts leave them with an excess of spoils, so they need to dispose of it somehow. And but I just happen to know someone who handles such kind of dealings on behalf of the very serious people. Fine, I'll spare you. Now that there's a true aristocrat, no, not the warden's creep. Now then, where was I? Yeah, if you're ever on the footfall station, there's a district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. Yeah. Oh, it's Shadow Quarters, like hindquarters. It's like butt. It's a butt joke. Okay, I know folks who called it something else on the account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat the mistake, I'll tell you. Reverend Hieronymus wasted no time finding it and burning them all. Okay. But forgive me, an old man getting distracted. So, footfall, the Shadow Quarters. There's a bar there. Oh, bar butt. Built into the remnants of an old ship. And in that bar, in the back room, a certain Riza. Riza, I hardly know her. Does her business. Tell her grandpa, Bakaval says, hello, you'll be her favorite client in the blink of an eye. There we go. What did you know on this? We're going now, if you don't mind. We could either go heretical to say you may go. Dogmatic is changing your mind by his name. I will not heretical riffraff.
Gaku.
Yeah. Riza! But I shall leave you. I can't leave you here to die on the hands of the warden's henchmen. Go, tell my pilot that it is the Lord Captain's orders that you be sent to my ship. You will join my ship's crew. Personal pardon as a rogue trader. Yikes. Okay, that sounds like a really bad idea. Like, it is a really, really bad idea, but I'm forced to pick Iconoclast because I want to build an Iconoclast character. Oh well. Oh, look at that deep bow. Fair enough. That is a... Wait, is that a 3 long glasses? Modified laser gun? No. Okay. I'm not sure if this is a better weapon. 914, 8, 12. No. Bolter, I hardly know her. You also have this Venom Blade. One-handed melee weapon. We also have the Drukai Blast Pistol. One-handed range weapon. Laser weapons are effective against targets with in cover and targets with high dodge. You need a Drukhari weapon proficiency for this. This is a plasma weapon proficiency needed for this. Yeah, we need Drukhari weapon proficiency for somebody. This is a laser pistol, one-handed. This is a Venom Blade, one-handed. Who would benefit from a Drukhari weapon proficiency?
So we might be getting a Drukhari companion soon?
We might. Yeah, we have mono... Wait, that's a lot of damage. A serrated mono knife for 715. Chance to inflict bleeding. Got tech priest weapons just before we got Pascal, yeah. Seven to 15, 8 to 13. Yeah, okay. Abelard has increased like chainsaw proficiency, so there's that. Oh, has less armor penetration, but does have less dodge reduction. All right, Abelard. You have this Mars pattern sword. This Soul Siphon. Soul Siphon is better on a Psyker. Wait, are you a Psyker?
Dealing with Druggery, now that's dangerous. The Druggery are basically evil space elves.
Hooray! So we have space orcs, we have space elves, and what other space things do we have? Space dwarves? Move this to cargo.
Yes, actually, but they aren't in this game, I don't think.
Okay, add these to the cargo, add these to the cargo. Let's always add in the cargo zone. Okay, they have a stub revolver. I hardly know her. Add to cargo. Modified las gun, 5 to 12. Wait, this is a burst fire weapon, right? Nine to 14. This is another burst fire weapon at 6 to 8. Auto gun is just meh. Snooper Roofle. No, we'll keep the Snooper Roofle.
The Leagues of Votan came out after this game was released, I believe, the newest faction added to Warhammer 40k.
Sin Skin. This is a medium armor with add to cargo.
They are hyper-capitalist space dwarves.
Hooray, hyper-capitalism. Okay. This requires heavy armor proficiency. Ceramite Stormtrooper. Stabilizing bracers. Uses run and gun. They gain +2 damage on their ranged attacks. Wait, where did my other glove go? Okay. +5 damage, critical hit, chance to single shots and dead eye shots. +3 bonus to tech use. Let's just keep that. Bonus to persuasion. Yep. Okay. There's something we could demolish here?
I better myself through my
Victory
service.
awaits.
This goes to the main level.
O Messiah, grant me the wisdom to perceive.
Okay. More cargo. We have the Foe Hammer. Foe Hammer? I hardly knew her. Oh, look at this. Shotgun that knocks enemies back when shot at range. So this is a shotgun, like a one-handed shotgun. That looks cool. What are you now? When warrior uses endure, they immediately remove one of their effects on them in the following order: burning, toxin, and bleeding. We don't seem to get those effects very often. Yes, collect them all. What's this? Diviner Staff, two-handed melee weapon. Consign. Consign ability. Ability is available in its heroic, active, desperate abilities. Let's go and see what Consign actually does. The next hit against the target will be a automatically critical hit. Oh, that's interesting. We need divination. Gleaming information and use it to turn fortune in your favor. Diviners find it useful. Insight everywhere. Manifesting extrasensory abilities and glimpsing into the future. So, does that mean that you are automatically able to equip this? No, but we need somebody with divination. Also, we have a charge staff, which is just a better than a psychic staff, because we have lightning arc and lightning arc heroic act, lightning arc desperate measure. Yeah. And you have divination, so we could use consign. Monofilament grenade. Okay. Think.
It's about
You
time.
could head here, but I also could head this way. Some goods. This is prison guard key. Okay. Number of horrid morsels. Dozens of victims were off here. Ooh, boy. I did not expect the friggin... Okay. Never mind. Chopped up slabs of flesh. Okay. Washed of blood.
The
Symbols
premonition
before
runs
you.
true.
Similar scent of the dark forces of chaos. Severed body parts. Yeah. Did not expect to see something like this. I genuinely whatchamacallit, admire, well, I don't admire this, but I like it when a game has the ability to just give you a kind of a jump scare of this kind, where you could still have there's no need for like an extended cutscene like and showing like the horrifying things that's actually happening in the main game but you just discover it yourself. Okay. Dead guards don't even have time to draw a weapon. Surprise attack.
Environmental horror.
Yep. Uniform decorated with winter scale coat of arms. Okay, yikes.
None shall stand in my way.
Let's build a bridge. so we could actually head that way. We have tech use lockpick
Machine God grants me insight.
to the warden's office. We were here earlier, weren't we? No, we are not. No, yes, we are. So this is the warden's office. Oh, so we basically had an option of... Okay, in case we failed, we could head out that way instead. Heading to the open pit. Let's have a look at the map. Yeah. Accretions on the outside, the structure indicates some regulatory, naturally occurring phenomenon.
A new challenge for me?
And we have 100%
My success
unlock
is
rate.
irrefutable certainty.
We have a Medicaid. Oh, we have somebody who needs... Yep. Evidence suggests that the victim was off by poison gas. Oh no. Glass making furnace was used to melt the extract into glass. Glass making furnace.
Was GLaDOS in here?
Hopefully this is a triumph, but I think we just reached max rank for our archetype. That's cool. So choose a special ability of Finest Hour. Target of Finest Hour gains additional bonuses. Extra turn. Target deals plus 15% damage. Target gains the effect of Voice of Command. Gains the bonuses. All negative effects are immediately removed. Officer's next turn cannot be unalived. The targets gains +3 officers plus fellow bonus temporary wounds until the end of combat. Because Finest Hour gains more bonuses. All their non-attacking abilities cost -1 AP.
No,
That
that was
seems-
Hal.
Oh. That seems broken. I like this
I have
upgrade.
returned.
Welcome back.
Hiya Selvala.
Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I think because your fellowship is lower than me, I think you're the one who
2
uses.
cars. Drove past. I can hear their sound system full blast. Nobody thinks you're cool.
I'm going to redo this because I think if one of us only get the perks of one, I think I'll get the increased fellowship perk. Whilst Cassie could get the -AP perk. She left me roses by the stairs. Surprises let me know she cares. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Keep your head still.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
My success is an irrefutable
N-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-N-A.
Na 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 nya 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 nya. Masterful of the Saint whatevs. More items. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is a better entry point against the enemy. Okay. Let's go ahead and start on all of these.
Doubt is for the weak.
Right. Rank up. Either, okay. Deals plus damage for finest hour. Oh, I already have this upgrade. Oh, I got it. I made this mistake. Let's just go ahead and use this. Silly me. I thought that the upgrade was just cumulative. Plus 10 movement until the end of turn. Gain plus 1 movement point for each off. Yep. Deals additional damage. Warrior strength bonus divided by 2. Each off grants more movement. That's probably the best thing. Okay. Triggers, provokes attack of opportunity whenever it attacks. And dismantling attack will be target cannot move until the end of combat. Cripples the enemy, reducing their skills. Intimidates all enemies. Yep. Your finest hour already does this. But all negative effects are removed. Yeah, let's actually just do the bonus stats here. Do we go bonus stats for this, or do we just go on negative effects are removed? Yeah, let's remove negative effects here. And until the soldier's next turn, their attacks do not do not spend movement points. Until the end of combat, rate of fire increased by 30% seems good. But movement points seem so important in this game. Okay. Let's pin the target. Who immediately recovers from burning, bleeding, and toxin and stunned effects.
Follow my lead.
Told you, Evie. They're hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors. Okay, so Warden Castelia, yep, is the one who's I think, okay, so there's a combination. Either they're slightly crazy, which they seem to be, or they're just iconoclast, super iconoclast, hiding so much from us, arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions. The voice of the man standing with his back to you sounds almost soft, heedless of everything but what is in front of his. He leans over a prisoner dressed in expensive clothing. But Aurora, he's gone. He's gone. He got recruited into the cult, and then he's no longer with us.
Oh no.
Yeah. She's different. She spoke with a Borealis in this particular time, the space, localized in this very kitchen. เรียมฮะขนมหมดแล้วใช่ไหมฮะหรือยังหมดแล้วนะโอเคshe's different she, เนื้อตุ๋นแล้วหมดไหมตุ๋นกินกับอะไรดีอ่ะเฮ้ยตรงนี้มีมาม่าไหมเอ่ยอ๋อของพาต้าใช่ไหมถ้าอย่างนั้นไม่เอาอันนี้ดีกว่าเอาเป็นตุ๋นกับผักแล้วกันนะแต่กำลังคิดอยู่ว่าตุ๋นกับผักกระท้องจะเสียไหมอ่ะเดี๋ยวเดี๋ยวทานตอนเที่ยงเที่ยงครึ่งแล้วกันนะแต่ว่าเอาข้าวมานิดนึงด้วยก็ดีมั้งจะได้นั่นหน่อย Alright. She spoke with me like no one had before. She revealed the truth to me, and now I can reveal it to you. If you just stop struggling for 1 minute. Wait, what? The man finally realizes he's not alone and turns to you. He's clutching a long, thin metallic rod with the blood dripping off it. We have guests? From the Von Valanche ship, I would wager. Evie, my dear, you have to wait. Do not faint. I beg of you. It's important that you feel everything incoming, including your other eye. Wait. My dear? Okay. The warden's words suddenly drowned out by a chorus of voices in your head. The entity that still dwells in the recesses of your mind rejoices at the cacophony of cries. This place, it holds great significance for eternity. In the frantic chanting of the voices, you can almost make out words that speak of an ancient grave. One that was open, for it contained a priceless treasure, a most coveted prize that was retrieved by the faithful after centuries-long search. Such dreadful shades. The colors of this place, they're the putrescence of at the core of these people. The colors are oozing with madness and despair, pain and doom. How do you know who I am? Lies have been many faces, but there's only one truth. And he has been laid before me. I knew the enemy of the truth would come here sooner or later. You know, we had this guy once. He was a quiet one. One day he walked out in the middle of the deck bar, threw one back, and then pulled out a gun and started shooting the people left and right, without saying a word. Then he shoved the barrel in his mouth and blew his brains out. Okay, great, Idira. Vivid. Our warden has exactly the same look on his eyes right now. Okay, who is at the table? My sincerest apologies. Where are my manners? Please allow me to introduce Yvain Winterscale, the youngest son of Caligula's Winterscale, in the flesh. You know he was so close to witnessing the truth right before you interrupted our little chat. A fleeting glance of Winterscale's outstretched body is enough to turn your stomach. Tortures that make your cringe in shameful horror. Your mind reels with the memories you have successfully pushed back to your mind in all these years. So basically, I've lived through torture in the distant past. Oh no, so that seems like, how dare you, contemptible peasant. For every drop of noble blood you spill, you'll pay 100-fold more. That poor fool. I knew nothing good would come of his naive attempt at negotiating with heretics. However, Yvain still appears to still be alive. If we make haste, we might yet save him. Have a sign of House Winterscale in your debt would certainly be beneficial. Step away from the hostages. Hostage? How rude. Young Winterscale's my guest and dearest friend. He came, but to hear himself to visit an old acquaintance and have a heartfelt talk, and I'm merely showing him something appropriate. Hospitality couldn't commemorate our reunion. What madness have you brought into this prison? Do you truly want to know? This was my garden where I once grew seedlings of a beautiful future. That was before I realized that there's no future, than the sense of ordinary people would understand. We are too attached to this life, to the limitations of our weak bodies, to the short-sightedness of our eyes that could we scarcely see. It is also insignificant, the true future, beyond the real space. And what you reached through its condescending sacrifice, so you don't understand. The thing about it is, okay, let me just say something about the whole real space, warp space, and void space thing, right? Okay, so the Warhammer 40, as far as I've been exposed to it, this whole thing refers to the void and the cosmic horrors, right? And what's called Eldritch horror. Eldritch horror is basically whenever you peek into appearance to some sort of something that you don't get or you don't understand. The best way of it is, describing it is, imagine being a little worm, and then and then you're drying out and you're dying on the sidewalk, right? And imagine if an omnipresent being picked you out from the sidewalk and put you back on the dirt, transported in such a way that you do not understand. And that kind of cosmic horror refers to beings that are able to comprehend multi-dimensional stuff, right? So, whereas we can't, we are three-dimensional beings, the same way as ants and worms and things are two-dimensional beings. So, yeah, we get that whole madness thing is just peering into a glimpse of a higher intelligence that we can't comprehend. So there's that whole aspect. And it could just drive you mad. Or maybe just, like, for example, teaching a pig about taxes. Like, and without any context. And then it knows that they have to do something at the ears and it has no reason why. And it'll despise a certain date, and it won't know why. You know, these are my optimates, saints who will guide the flock to the fated hour. Listen, can you hear? You can't. They are crying out, calling. It's just that their cries are not meant for our ears. They cast their voices out there beyond the edge of the glass into the transparent quiet. There they heard the calls answered. Yep. Wonderful. Every moment spent on talking to this heretic could be a moment spent destroying him and committing this place to purifying flames. Something special about it, is there not? An item of value was once buried there. Now tell me, Warden, was it an item who was taken from there? You're too late, enemy of the truth. The vaccine has already fulfilled its great purpose. It would never be the final trail that reclaimed that relic, not that rests in the hands of the devout.
Or a fish in a pond. Imagine one day you are swimming along, life as normal, and you find a tasty morsel. You take a bite, and suddenly there is a sharp pain and pull on your mouth, and suddenly you are pulled into a land you know nothing about, flailing in front of creatures holding objects you can't comprehend. They then remove the foreign object from your mouth and throw you back into your world that you understand.
Yeah. You barely know what you're talking about, don't you? You may have off the roll as mortal shell, but the prophetess is far more than her body. One day you'll meet her other fearsome form. You know the sheer folly of your triumph. I do not like it when people take the prophetess Aura's name in vain. I desire your death, enemy of truth. Fine, we'll end the dialogue.
Take a knee and bow before me.
Come to chaos.
Ha, that's the name of whatchamacallit. Some sort of album. Yeah, it would make a great album name, wouldn't it? Come to Chaos. Okay, there's a Snooper Rufo dude up there. Let's go ahead and move me like here. Abelard needs to move somewhere close. This is the closest. Pascal, nice and close. You need to be somewhere in cover or able to... Somewhere that you are in cover but are able to gaze upon the enemy. I'll think about it. Argenta, I hardly know her. I like you over here. And you could go here. Actually, let's swap you and Argenta's positions. No, this is fine.
Let's get to it.
Hey, rude.
Out of my way. I serve the ruinous powers.
Enjoy your luck while you still draw breath.
Alright, Adira. Let's switch over. Okay. Right, let's just go ahead and use expose weakness on Warden.
But of course.
Do this.
On it.
I use this.
Anything else?
Precise attack. And zippy zap.
Will do. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
I didn't actually want to do that, did I? I buzzed myself into a bit of trouble. Right, I want to grant some extra turns to... I can't use voice of command on her either. I could give it to
Suits
Abelard.
my purposes. Already done. Nothing I can't do.
Abelard, please rush up to
At your beck and call.
bonk
Free
him.
hand, sure hand.
Wait, what happened? Did he regenerate? Did he freaking regenerate? So that's a thing.
It will be done. I took care of this one.
Nice.
At your beck and call.
Endure. Who here has heals? Pascal has heals. So I'm gonna move here and get the healing from Pascal, maybe? Wait, let me just switch over to my longer gun.
Nothing of value
Nice.
has been lost. Chaos guides me. Ah!
Hey,
Chaos
rude.
guides me.
Pascal. I forgot to give him a med kit, so we're forced to use one of these.
System shutdown is premature.
Thank you. Now, where were we?
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Which means that we have one of these.
Request denied.
Wait, why is it unavailable? Oh, you need 2 shots here. I guess I'll pew pew
Running
you.
binaric override.
Oh well.
High momentum.
I'll move here.
Emperor, give me strength.
Give extra turns these to Abelard, maybe. Oh, he already took his extra turnsies. I'm going to use this.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Nice lidless there. Let's give voice of command.
Such a huge AoE.
Oh wait, that's the wrong target. Nope. Okay, so we're going to move you here.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. artists for the ones who escaped the Emperor's
Oh,
Not by much.
sorry. But at least that didn't hurt you very much, Abelard. Okay, Mr. Abelard, I think you need to run up and dash and hit them here.
Victory is imminent.
Whoosh, slash.
Grey hair, sure hand.
Okay. Another warden, Castelia. I'm gonna use
Indeed.
this, followed by this,
It will be done.
and then extra turnsies.
We'll rule the stars themselves.
Okay, so we just head towards the warden, and then just slash him repeatedly again.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Hooray! Slashy,
At your
slashy.
beck and target well
One hit.
struck.
2 hits. What happens if I
That's not the Seneschal's job.
wait? Then it was just a little bit too far.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Okay, let's just taunt him. Get over here. And we do have a Granada, right?
Victory is imminent.
Nice.
A tactically sound approach. Just a minor setback.
That was not very kind of you. Let's expose weakness.
But of course.
I'm gonna forewarning myself.
On it.
Analyze enemy. And I was just gonna scream at in your face. Who do I give the extra turns to?
Suits my purposes. Not a problem for me. Suits my purposes.
I'm just gonna shout at you lots.
I'll pass.
I managed to shout at you too much.
Forge ahead!
Oh well. That means that I'm gonna
And shout.
bonk you on the head instead.
Nothing I can't. You didn't stand a chance.
And let's see if we could give the extra turns to Pascal.
I am fear incarnate.
advancing.
I'm going to use expose weakness on you, maybe? Wait, let's see how far we can actually shoot with you. Here's fine. There's fine. So I'm going to use expose weakness.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
And I'm going to use... Let's just use everything. What does this do? Reduces damage dealt from target's attacks by 17. With the Rejoice Flesh feature, suffers 35 shock damage.
My vow is to serve.
Joint analysis. Precise attack.
Spiritual prognosis is favorable.
We'll use this.
Request approved.
Use the buff on yourself. And we're going to zippity zap the unit on top.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends
Nice.
all.
Death to non-believers!
How dare you?
Okay, Pascal. You probably want to move close. Yeah. I'll expose.
Request approved. Running binaric override. Request approved.
Wait. Okay. Can I reach you
Pascal
with a?
doesn't like exposing himself though.
Can I reach you with a brutal strike? Yes, I can.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Try again,
Me?
Pascal.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Brutal stroke.
The Omnissiah functions
Nice.
successfully terminated.
Right. Let's just point at somebody. Maybe point at Biggie. Go Biggie, go Biggie, go.
If only that were possible. If I may.
My prescience has failed me.
Darn it. Okay. I do believe we have a shot. Let's use run and gun.
I'll do it.
Guided by faith.
Move you a little bit closer. Do this.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Let's see if I could shoot you repeatedly.
I'll do it.
Try again.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Wrong button.
I'll do it.
Hooray! We shot one. To believe we've been properly introduced. Yvain Winterscale at Cronus. Greatly pleased to make your acquaintance. On the rare days that the Lord Winterscale visited Urag 5, the station was washed in the midst of a warm hues. We were forbidden from meeting each other, but I was delighted to still see such rare colors in my home. Now, however, his colors are darkening, twisting from pain and bitterness. We must help Lord Captain. We must save the clarity of his soul. For he who makes the world a little brighter deserves no less. Lady Cassia, I presume? Oh, the sacred child of House Orselio, how disgraceful it is on the day we finally meet, I find myself not at my best. There's no disgrace in your predicament, Lord Winterscale. The Lord Captain and I met under similarly dreadful and tragic circumstances. You conserve your strength. You're wounded and need help. Wounded? I would have faced it, although together differently. Tortured and maimed, perhaps. Have you ever had your eyes burned out? This was my first time. I cannot say I recommend the procedure. He's trying to either make light of the situation or growing delirious from the pain. What have they done to you? The warden, my friend, I tried convincing him to stop the riots, but diplomacy failed. Father hates diplomacy, which is why I had to try. Okay. Let's take my leave. You will see that your assistance is provided to you and you're escorted from here. He nods, giving in to the oblivion. Oblivion? Oh no. We got profit factor, but I hardly know her. Let's read. The mutilated man does not stir, bound to his shackles. The plaque. Most holy prophet and optimate Ayashata. Oh no. Poor dude. Didn't get to even take revenge on his friend, on the accountant that screwed him over. Approached the place, however, does not appear to be anything of note. Alright, we have ourselves a noble sword, which is a armor permutation primitive sword. Inflicts 2 disturbed effect on target for 2 rounds of attack on the already suffering from the disturbed effect. Deals an additional 4 damage onto this target. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Wait, is that by disturbed? Most warriors prefer swords for they're provided more flexibility in the battlefield against close combat enemies. Flak chest, improved armored body glove. Precise lace pistol. Another pistol burst attack. And a bunch of axes. Crippled man's appearance is ghastly, yet is evident he was cared for after his mutation. Okay. Flak chest. Lay's gun. Axes. Grab stuff from this guard. And this good chest. Just some charms and rations.
Yes?
More goods here. Okay, nothing of note. It feels weird that this ends here, right? This feels like such a short little adventure compared to what we saw before. Creations of the outsides, the structural indicates some irregularity of something occurring. Possibly poison gas emissions. Okay. Oh no, we haven't had any kind of poison gas events yet, have we?
Victory awaits!
I have a sneaking suspicion that there might be something else happening. I mean, there could be like just gas. Oh wow, I just had a downpour happening right now at my house. Oh, well, let's return to the void ship, right? There's nothing else we could do. Unless there's something else in the journal. Yeah. What is this? Taste of victory? Once all matters have been taken care of, the governor of Rykad Minoris will see the rogue traders to begin the ceremony. Okay. Matters to become new champions of chaos. Okay. No. It seems weird that ended the quest. Did that end the quest? Yep. It feels like anticlimactic. What is it? Taste of victory. It's not yet prepared to depart the system. Once all the matters have been taken care of, the governor of Rykad Minoris will see the rogue trader to begin this ceremony. Okay. Yeah, this is the unidentified void ship. Right? Let's continue. Let the vessel identify itself. We're done for. Okay, these are the damage report. Yep. We cannot identify you. Damage, what happened to you? Stop playing games now. Highly recommend the truth. But yeah, Thunderfang is part of the Fellowship of the Void. So there's stuff we could actually get from these guys if we decide to trade with them. Yeah, we might want to actually try to get some of these. Let's go ahead and go
Now
to
we just need to get in with the Fellowship of the Ring.
the... Okay, let's go to type in ascending order. We don't have enough Xeno artifacts or heretic trophies. But they like ship components and armor kits, so we'll focus on those. We might want to trade all the way up to 45k. Okay, 29k at the moment. Wait, why are there like highlights like this? Okay, these are new. Cannot be traded. Not interested in this cargo. Okay. Miscellaneous things are just very not profitable. $31. Okay, fuel is worth a little bit, so let's just grab a bit of fuel. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, 3, 4. A bit of melee weapons. Trod. Okay. So we're now at this ranking with the Fellowship of the Void, which means we could grab everything they have on offer. Flamer are hardly newer. 9 to 14 damage fire. Two-handed range weapon. Light. We could do a stream or a spray. Camouflage robe. Range attack decreases the target's dodge. Okay. Melter charge for bombas. This is just energy damage. Okay. Fencing body glove. Base armor property plus 10% dodge against melee attacks. Alright. Stalker gloves. Attacks hits an enemy the wearer gains plus 5% bonus to critical hits. Okay, more medikits, always good. 9 more medkits, yikes.
Stalker
Okay.
gloves. Cheeky breaking.
Cheeky bricky. When the wearer offs an enemy in 1 cell radius with a shot, they gain plus 1 resolve. Okay, interesting. Auto gun, 3 to 6 with burst fire. Over penetration, that's what she calls it. Power maul, a one-handed melee weapon. Maces and hammers have a special attack that pushes enemies away. The soul pattern chain sword, so 8, 12. weapons deal. Oh, most warriors prefer swords if they prefer battlefield. Okay, this is a good chain sword. Pascal could not Pascal. Our friend Abelard could appreciate it. A Mars patterned axe that causes bleeding. Reaper cape, I hardly knew her cape. 12% reduction, 12% dodge reduction to the wearer's melee attacks. Okay. We don't have any dodge issues yet. Blinding grenade.
So a power maul is of the power line of weapons. Basically, they are weapons supercharged with energy that causes disintegration in whatever the energy touches.
I thought a power mall would be a place where all those little shops and brands and things show up with power. But anyways, each critical hit scored with this sword increases veil degradation by +0. This seems like a interesting alternative. I do like we might do a heretical swordsman run as well for this game. The Retobi pattern, a great sword, two-handed melee, most war. Okay, this is probably a good sword as well for somebody who wants to use dual swords. Okay, let's accept this. Pneumo boots. Uses a charge ability cost -1. This is amazing. Flak chest plate, 35% armor, medium. Base armor property +5 armor where has no cover. +10% parry. Fire Granada. And this is a Medal of Alacrity. Targets an ally with Bring It Down ability for the first time in combat. That ally gains +1 action point. Yep. Okay. Let's sort. This is Bring It Down versus hit with a single shot attack, suffers a slowed under the... No. We want Abelard to have the really strong boots. Someone else can have this. The whereas deals damage to an enemy, where it has 25% chance to gain movement points. There we go. Then we have the Noble Sword. Okay, we have this. We have this. Leading. We have a Shock Baton. Melee reduction. Burns toxins and bleeds whenever you use Endure. Fellowship. No, nothing. What is this? Sniper gloves. Deals 5% damage. Where these gloves get an injury or falls unconscious in combat, their allies gain +1 damage. Yep. We don't have a ranged attack on you. That's a problem. I don't want to reduce tech use either, but I think 3 is negligible. Yep. Increased demon damage. Successfully hits. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Omniscient Slash seems strong. Inflicts bleeding. Grants the wielder a plus 15 what? Bonus to weapon skill. Oh, okay, that's a lot of bonus to weapon skill. Because if we compare it with the other two-handed sword, yeah. Whew, that's a cool looking sword. But that does mean that we are losing out on weapon skill. Okay, I think that'll do. I don't think there's anything else we could try to equip here. Okay. Oh no, again by the throne, this cogitator will drive me crazy one day. Who's saying that? Lord Captain? The bridge technomat? Anything to report, Voxmaster? What do you think about what happened on the prison planet there, Heinrichs?
To what do I owe this visit?
Gonna take my leave. Right, I do believe that we're supposed to head to the Rykard now. I do believe it's just going to ask for a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Okay. What do you wish to tell me? Haphazard and careless decisions on the part of the Rykard Minoris governor has led to unacceptable consequences. Communication with the Adeptus Mechanica Sanctum has been lost. Troops must be sent to the Hallowed Electrodynamic Cenobium without delay. Restoring communication with Electro Priests and ensuring their Sanctum security are top priorities. I already did that though. Head of Rogue Trader Dynasty, your position enables you to exert influence. เรียมฮะ มีกาแฟอีกป่ะฮะแล้วก็มีขนมปังใช่ไหมตรงนี้อันหนึงเอาปังกับเนยแล้วกันนะเดี๋ยวมันใกล้เวลากินข้าวแล้วหนึ่งรออีกนิดแล้วกันนะ ปังกับเนยไว้กินก่อนหมอตีมาก็ได้ This statement is true. What will I get in return for my help? Awareness of the fact that Rogue Trader did not stand aside and has influenced the future of the hallowed Electro Cenobium, including the possible rescue of the most holy Electro Priest, can promise more. I will discuss with the governor. You're an explorator? What are you doing here? Retrieving archive data. Over 70 Terran years ago, the governor Brackhart Menoris authorized representative for the explorator to Cognizance fleet. Made an agreement. It was a mutual benefit through cooperation. Blessed the armorers, for there could be no Imperium without them. Blessed are the valiant warriors, for there is no end to the darkness without them. Cognizance fleet during the Rykard Minoris. Cognizance fleet presence in the Rykard system is negligible. It research activities in the system purpose of logistical support. No previous communication with Unit Abel Hanuman. A weary at the max explorers of the explorators. I wanted to repeat conversation with Medine. Ready for my triumph. Yep. Okay. Deal with the unfinished business before the triumph. Fly to somewhere.
It's about time.
I'm so angry that going here. There's
time to head to the Trump.
Yeah, there's actually an item highlighted here that we can't actually go and see. Head to the upper way. This is a triumph. I'm making a note here. Great success.
The Emperor is a really cool guy, really great, the best there is.
Like no one ever was? Oh no, we have to talk to the MC. Check mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay, your lordship, peerless Lord von Valancius, I'm the master of ceremonies on the Rykard Minoris. Everything is in place for your triumph. Allow me to give you a brief summary of the upcoming event. Speak. You will take the road, not familiar with you, from here to the starport. You'll be accompanied by your comrades in arms as a guard of honor. The body of the heretic known as the Prophet Aurora will be pulled in your wake. As a battle trophy, as a stop is planned in the middle of the road. There will be grateful citizens who will rush towards you, praising you for their salvation. Okay. Not to worry, this is a thoroughly choreographed interlude. The group of the grateful people will be composed exclusively of loyal citizens, but this won't end well. Okay, voted by us, members of the military, young people, attractive and physically fit. I feel healthy children. Once they have said their praise, the procession will move on. Government Medina will await you by the starport. It is also where the pyre has been built for the burning of body of the heretic known as Aurora. You'll be handed a flamer blessed by the representative of the ecclesiarchy, where you can choose to personally perform the burning, but if you wish to underscore the amicable islands in the House Valanches and the House Winterscale, it would be fitting to pass the honor of the burning to Governor Medina. However, the choice is yours. An excellent plan. I'm not gonna let normal people jump into this. This is going to be problematic if I had let just normal people jump in from the Rykard Minoris. Like, it will be silly to just have normal people not be staged here. Hooray, we had a whoop. Evil repelling emblems. The Dread Prophet has the wary, unremarkable face of an utterly nondescript commoner. The one's an aberration, yep. I wish hunt down of your accomplices. Not a sound response. As soon as you blink, the corner of the corpse's mouth seemed to move outward by a hair's breadth. Or is it just your imagination? Step away from the corpse. And this is a mount the tank and commence the triumphant march. Yeah. Time to mount the tank. Hooray! Glory to the Redeemer! To the Von Valancius dynasty! Hooray! This feels like being on an automatic wheelchair. Rykard Minoris will remember you. Yeah, a small group of festively dressed people rushes toward you. Just for a group of planted adulterators to approach you during the triumph, yes. Glory to the Von Valancius dynasty. Glory to the ambiguous, a hero of the Rykard Minoris. A stately, beautiful, and finely dressed woman calls her name in a sonorous voice. It isn't until you take a closer look at her face that you recognize her as Captain Raquel, the pilot you met during the Rykard de Falia. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Okay, good. So Raquel, we've met earlier in the prison planet, because, and also she is with her beloved now, hopefully. The grateful citizens wish to present gifts to their redeemer. Okay. For whatever reason, you know for certain that the right of this moment, the gaze of Aurora is dead. Empty eye sockets is fixed upon the back of your head. A thought surfaces in your mind, not a voice inside but your head, but a mere thought. They're all going to die, befuddled, deprived, never having seen the truth. All this is because of you, enemy mine. I would greet the people. It's my pleasure to protect the Imperium world as honest inhabitants. May the light of the eternal Terra shine on us all. Honest Emperor and the most loyal servants, the rogue traders. Hooray! Wait. What? They're coming out of the darkness. They're stealing the light. The darkness is insatiable, and behind them, behind the thieves, an ineffable eye follows, watching. Watching! No! I'm sensing something boundless, blue, golden, dark. Behold, behold, the final dawn. Oh, great. This won't end hell well. Hooray! Hooray! Isn't this wonderful? And everybody is dead.
Worst surprise party ever.
Yes, it is the worst. Worst? And what happens here on the void ship? What the heck? Oh no. Is the sun going to do what it's Oh, okay. Point. Ooh, boy. There's nothing quite like a sight of a sun imploding, isn't it?
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
The Masters demand your death.
Okay. So, let's see who is doing what. Okay, you move here, maybe, Argenta. But we're surrounded, so let's see how far Abelard could move and who he could take care of. There's a bunch of enemies on this side and a bunch of enemies over on the back. The ones who are taking... Let's look at who takes their turn first. So we have this anointed cultist. We have this anointed cultist. And then those guys on the far side. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take care of the cultists on this side first. Meaning... let's see here. There's a bunch of people here. It's Argenta's turn first. Followed by Cassia. So Cassia and Argenta are going to do a couple of turns. The rest of us will try to hide behind the tank, maybe? You will hopefully be able to gaze upon these folks. Yeah, start from here. Gaze on these guys. You will be here and try to shoot some people. Abelard will move here. You'll move like here. Pascal. And Adira. You hardly know her. Move over here. Okay. Sister Argenta, you try to use run and gun.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay. We'll try again with more runs and guns.
Doubt is for the weak.
Grant
I'll
momentum.
do it.
You try your gaze upon we'll gaze upon you, you folk.
I am a navigator. Try to die with grace, at least.
And I'm gonna give you an extra turn.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Man, we can't take Abelard anywhere. Laugh track.
Hooray. This cultist is going next, followed by this cultist. Abelard. Okay. Argenta. Well, we hardly knew her. Idira. This is the next cultist. Let's go ahead and use this, followed by this.
Anything else?
Okay, what is this now? Ignite? Oh, we could set fire to a dude. Fire.
Be gone.
Cool.
Was that you? Or
Death to the weak.
My ears are ringing.
Abelard's ears are ringing. Okay. And my game is lagging. This happens after a little while of playing this game, actually. So just give me a second. Can I actually save? Give me a second while I exit and reload the game. And in the meantime, I'm going to thank my members. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I can't. Yeah, let's thank my members in the meantime. Meantime? Yep, thank you. Ipilux, Manta, Double, Nerfa, Vega, Chapatino, Amislam for being members. At the time of streaming, getting to watch vids early, get some cool badges and emojis, etc. As I reboot the game. Like the
Have
video.
a good day, Biggie, and all.
I haven't said goodbye. I'm not finishing the stream yet. I'm just saying thank you for the members while I reboot the game. because the game's acting weirdly.
Ah, my B.
No worries. I mean, after we finish the chat, after we finish the battle, we'll end the game anyways. Tomorrow I'll try to play something slightly more action oriented. Let's see. So we have this dude. That's fine. You know what, Abelard? You just go and... I think you should deal with these guys slowly but surely.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ways.
I'm going to, well, switch up and do a little bit of a slash.
It will be done. Reduced to dust.
And we'll just dash you through the snow.
I'd rather not.
Conk.
At your beck and
This. And endure. Shout at these dudes randomly. So you get taunted. And yeah, we'll end the turn here. I have a laser gun shot. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually going to go ones. The voice of command. Twos.
Already done.
Air of authority. Increased resolve.
Nothing I can't do.
I've been asking you to bring it all down. Do. Okay. I'm going to use expose. Exposer, I hardly know her. Okay, that's gonna be it. Let me just use pew pew.
Vulnerability analysis successful.
No, stay alive, Raquel. Please.
My faith strengthens me.
Okay. I'm going to do a slashy.
Advancing. Running binary override.
Do one of these. Precise attack. Let's do an enemy analysis. Right, so. And joint analysis. And then just slice you nice and hard. And we have a dismantling attack on a secondary weapon. Goodbye, sir. Oh wow, how could we not off you?
Follow my lead.
Go, Raquel. Oh, you missed.
I serve the ruinous powers. Chaos guides me.
Nice.
Death to the weak.
Crush
I like how they just run straight into. Oh, great. That is not ideal.
Out of my way.
Okay.
And your doom.
Hey. What's happening? Are they reinforcements or for our side?
Acceptable.
No, they're not. Oh well. Okay, we're gonna move you here. And use one of these. Okay. This seems like a good
Faith without deed is worthless.
spot. I could have used concentrated fire, but oh well. Cassia. Cassia. It looks like we could just use a gaze on this side. Come on, like up. Okay. Well, we have an extra turn Z's. Can't use it on Abelard. Can't use it on Biggie. You can use it on Pascal.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Darn it, I actually didn't want to use this med kit. Oh, well, he does have an extra attack of sorts.
Running by error.
Start exposing.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols. My vow is to serve. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
All right, Cassia.
Me.
Let's
If
have a
you
look.
insist.
Who can we grant an extra turn to? Nobody. Okay. We can't grant any of these skills to ourselves, right? I forgot to use get back in the fight. Nope.
Each strike is a prayer.
That is not ideal, but I find it funny that they actually just went and destroyed their friend along. Okay.
Stop it!
Sorry, Adira. Lighting heroic act. Let's go ahead and try that.
The wick buck must be
Lost in our ranks.
Wait, what happened to her? Traumas. Once a character has suffered a certain number of injuries, they're replaced with trauma. Oh, okay. I shouldn't have used that, should I? Why did you just do that? Heroic act used. Permanent character can no longer use the heroic act desperate measures in this combat. Trauma? Well, okay. And for using that heroic act, I basically injured myself. That's not ideal. I think that is bad. Do I want to reload? Yeah, let's try to finish off this battle without actually just unaliving ourselves, shall we?
A tactically sound approach.
We'll use Endure. Slice you.
At your beck and call.
And then we're going to dash you through the snow.
It will be done. Indeed.
Twist and shout. Endure.
It will be done.
Okay. I have a I want to just dash in and do some slices and dices.
We'll rule the stars themselves.
Slice 1. Slice 2.
At your beck and call.
Slice 3.
Victory is one fewer time.
And then we'll move you here.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Slice 4.
My place is at the fore.
Do we have an extra turn shout for Abelard? No. Not for Pascal either. Let's go use Voice of Command. Oh no, this is the wrong item. Joe
Suits my
Pascal.
purposes.
Oh no, it's you serve me, not voice of command. Air of authority.
All too easy.
Go Pascal, go. You use enemy analysis.
Request approved.
Followed by a pew pew.
Running by Derek.
Goodbye. And we could pew pew you. No, I wanted to pew pew you.
Let the cycle be discontinued.
Nice. And grant some exploits.
My vow is to serve.
I must not falter.
Break their morale.
Stay alive, Mr. Enforcer. Enforcer, I hardly knew her.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Request approved.
Let's use this. We don't want Mr. Firestarter to cause any trouble.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved.
Nice. Good job. Alright, Mr. Pascal, move over here.
Explorers know one route. Forward.
Smished.
I serve the ruinous powers.
You're going to baboom.
Guides me. I serve the ruinous powers. Ah!
Trying your best, buddy.
Follow my lead.
Pew pew.
Chaos guides me.
He's just going to move in and kaboom. That was an earth-shattering kaboom.
Death to the weak. Death to non-believers.
Okay, round two. More enemies jumping in. We're forced to use our flamethrower, I think. Let's
Doubt is
use
for the weak.
this. I do believe we have a move out. Okay, that's not ideal. But I guess it's good enough for to target both of you with a flamethrower. Oh, just not with Raquel, please. Great. Absolutely wonderful. Missed everybody. You need to try again.
If I may.
I'll do it.
It's a little bit better than last time, but still managed to screw yourself over. What's happening over here? Just a couple of people hiding behind walls. Let's move you here. Or could I just stare you?
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Stop mocking me.
That is not what I wanted to do at all. That is literally the worst thing that I could actually have done. Damn it. You know what? Damn it. I wanted to rage quit now, but... oh well.
If only that were possible.
Literally just wasted a turn. I'm going to...
Anything else? Be gone.
Okay. Let's give Biggie here a
Was that you? Or
buff. Expose you.
A shame these aren't gene stealers, but then I guess the story main antagonists are the cultists.
Out of my way!
Okay, Abelard, could you avoid the explosions?
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
I think there's a bunch of these little void dudes.
It will be done. An exemplary strike. At your beck and call. It will be done.
I want to, was it number 4? And pew away. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what's going on here? Why am I using a burst attack instead of this? Oh, this is a different weapon, isn't it? We'll try it.
Nothing of value has been lost.
Nice. Abelard?
My time is now.
At your beck and call. Reduced to dust. A tactically sound approach. Indeed. One fewer target.
Abelard's just so strong. Double attack.
I will do my
Ba-bum.
care of this one.
Yeah, Abelard's just a much stronger unit. No, he's just like warriors are very strong, to say the least.
At your beck and call.
Endure. Here,
Victory is imminent.
Mr. Kultust. Um. One more turn, Abelard? Yeah, one more turn.
One fewer target. At your beck and call.
Bonk.
Reduce to dust.
Wait, where's the last cultist? Oh, he's over there. Okay.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. That's not the Seneschal's job. I will do my duty. I'm not interested.
Weather the storm.
Oh, thank you. Pascal.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Exploit.
My vow is to serve. The Omnissiah knows all,
Onesies.
comprehends all.
Twosies. Threesies. Slices. Is that everybody? There's one more over here. Okay.
Follow my lead. Such is the will of chaos.
Oi.
That's something worse.
I am your doom.
All right, Argenta. Damn it, there's just so much, whatchamacallit, lag. Let's try running and gunning, just in case. This doesn't hit.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act.
How dare you?
Cassia's on fire. She's on fire. I'll keep an eye on you two. Don't hit.
She's a maniac.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered. Try to die with grace, at least. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay, Abelard. Please move and slash.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I took care of this one.
And then the last attack will be a dash. To hit.
Indeed.
Man, so close. Dira, I hardly know her.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Let's just shout. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Oh, okay. Time passed 5 minutes. Okay, Lord. Ted. This is Master. Please. Step it. Send Vigdis, what's going on? Please. Interference. Repeat. I shall fear no darkness, for light is within me. The light of my faith is in thee. I shall flee before no enemy, for there is no enemy more terrible than cowardice, and I shall overpower it. Okay, Argenta's going to pray. Yep. Checking her equipment with deft fingers. Yep. She's praying. She's praying. Red, black, lots of blinding white fear. The whole city is quaking. No, the whole world is quaking. Let's talk more action. What's Vigdis saying, Lord Captain? Are they going to send a shuttle for us? We're en route to the starport. Oh no. I think there's a trap at the starport, I think. Appearance of star from evacuate. Okay. The comms fall silent. Many eyes stare at you. Anybody have any idea what just happened? The final dawn. We stopped short of puzzling out the enemy's our entire plan. Oh, Emperor, forgive us this negligence. I swear I will find a way to right it. Okay. Argenta is going crazy. I saw blurry shadows reaching for a ball of bright fire and pulling it away. And another shadow, much larger and more terrifying, that followed them. It opened a colossal eye within their others, which are gone with their loot. I saw no connections, no complicity. It was like a loop catching on a hook. A small terror made another, great one, crawling out of its lair and act. That's the best I could explain it. And what I can say is that I only see death in Rykard Minorius' future. Death and nothing else. I mean its immediate future. In other words, it's time to leg it. Okay. Patience, everybody. Holy Sis here is almost done powdering her nose. She runs down your spine. You feel Aurora's gaze upon you once again. Well, it's not coming from her corpse any longer, but from everywhere. Let's make an iconoclast. We're not abandoning people in distress. Everyone can come with us. I think let's go ahead and do number 3. Jasper and I will get to the weapons. Any weapons, we'll catch them up with you at the starport. We might even pick up some people from the garrison or civilians along the way. Yeah. What we could do now is try to make it to the starport. Yep. Okay, that's it. Let's move out. Now, falling to the relentless assault of the arch enemy's forces. Despite the Lord Captain's best efforts, what we need to do is reach the starport. Oh, and we'll reach the starport, but not before looting the corpses. Just go ahead and loot some corpses. Time to loot. Look at all these loot.
New
Let's loot.
challenge for me.
Yep. Time to run around and loot corpses. Corpses. Loot your corpses here. Avoid any potential bits of... Come on.
Can I fall back now?
What are you doing? I forgot to equip people's. Mainly Abelard with more healing things. Or more bomby things. Heelys. Heelys.
I'm restless.
Argenta, could you do the honors of healing? Oh, wait.
My prescience has failed me.
Victory awaits.
It's super weird. We're supposed to heal. We're like, we took damage, but when we immediately healed, then? I'm going to double check this area for more loot, but doesn't loot like it. All right. It can be dodged or parried. I'm gonna call it a video now. It's 3.5 hours and I have food ready for me. All right. So I'm not okay. Do I even try to finish this? Yeah, it looks like there's more stuff to do. Yeah, let's just call it a video. I'm gonna save and call it a video. And then we'll continue this some other time. Okay, switching over to my members screen to say thank you, members. Thank you, Epilex, Manta, Double, Nova, Vega, Chapa, Techno, I'm Islam for being members of the time of streaming, getting to watch vids early, getting cool badges and emojis for whenever you comment. And yeah, so if you want to check out the membership program, check out the join button down below, or like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the bell to get notified for whenever I go live. And I'm going to go eat now. Thanks for being here, Mana. And thanks for those of you who are still here, or if you watched all the way to the end of the VOD, you're amazing as well.
Have a good day, Biggie and all.
Have a good day, Mana. See you guys in a bit. Bye for now.